Good evening, students. So, have you guys completed yesterday's task of competitor analysis? Yes or no? Hello? Did you take a chance to try that? Your voice is not audible, Vinod. Can you just type in chat? I think there is some problem in your mic. Okay, if you have any doubts in the previous previous discussion, you can ask me. Today we'll proceed with user journey mapping. So in user journey mapping, it's before we dive into that, we'll just have a recap of whatever we have worked on the past. Like we have learned about empathy mapping, user personas, competitor analysis, and the design framework, like the design process. So, the first thing is about the core UX principles. UX research in design process, we have seen about empathizing being the first phase of design, where we will be identifying what the user is feeling, what the user is thinking, and what are the pain points which the user might be facing, and what are the requirements of the users. So that comes first in the entire design process. After that comes uh, define phase, define, ideate, test, and prototype. So this was the design process that we have seen in the first class, and then we moved to empathy mapping. So we have learned about what is empathy in UX and how we can empathize to get the right insights to convert it to a better user experience. uh, and we have also seen the format of empathy mapping, like there are 4 quadrants: think, feel, say, and does. So I hope you all can recollect. And we have also seen about user persona in the next class. So user persona is, in the sense, it's going to be an imaginary character. It will represent the target audience, like the end users of our product. Who are the end users and how they'll be using our product is what user persona means. And there are 4 types of personas which we have also discussed, and we have also discussed about this problem statement and HMWs. So problem statement is going to be something for which we will be working on the case study. So that is about the problem statement. And after that, yesterday we have seen about uh, the doubt clarification of HMW, and we have also seen a sample case study walkthrough from Behance. So I hope everyone have got an idea of how a case study would be, like the design process. And we have also seen the competitor analysis, benchmarking of a competitor. Like competitor analysis la benchmarking எப்படி பண்ணுவோம்னா, these are features வந்து these are the features அப்படின்னு ஃபஸ்ட் இந்த சைடு ஃபீச்சர்ஸ் லிஸ்ட் பண்ணிவிடுவோம், இந்த சைடு காம்படேட்டர்ஸ் லிஸ்ட் பண்ணிவிடுவோம். இந்த காம்படேட்டர்ஸ் எந்த காம்படேட்டர் கிட்ட என்ன ஃபீச்சர் இருக்குது எது இல்லை அப்படிங்கிறது டிக் அண்ட் எக்ஸ் மார்க் போட்டுருவோம். ஸோ பை தட் வே we can do the benchmarking in competitor analysis. And yesterday what was the task given to you is uh, what works in the competitors and what doesn't work in the competitors. Okay, that is how usually a competitor analysis will be. And I've also demonstrated how we can work on the pros and cons in competitor analysis. So today we'll be diving into user journey mapping. Once this is done, you can even do a group task. Like we can do it in the next class, where in the group you can brainstorm and then come up with the solution, so that it will be a good practice for you to do your own project. So first of all, what does user journey map mean? It is a visual story of user's experience with a product. So how a user is going to experience in the app and his throughout journey. First when the app kulla varanga, and then what he's seeing in that home page, in the landing page la enna paakranga, landing page la irundhu adutha enna page ku poranga, and what is the end goal of the user to do in that app. So visually we'll be thinking of the user's journey. So இதெல்லாம் தான் யூசரோட ஜேர்னியாக இருக்க போகுது அப்படிங்கிறத once we get an idea, we'll be able to easily design for that user. So that is the definition of user journey map. And what is the purpose? Why do we need to do user journey map? It's because we need to understand how the user is going to interact with the product, and what are the emotions of the user over using this product. ஸோ யூசர் ஜேர்னி மேப்பில் வந்து எந்த இடத்துலேருந்து எந்த இடத்துக்கு போகிறாங்கங்கிறது மட்டும் இல்லாமல் we'll also be adding the users emotions, like loading time ஒரு சில இடத்துல அதிகமாக இருக்கும். சம்டைம்ஸ் இந்த பேமெண்ட் கேட்வேலேருந்து நேவிகேட் ஆகி தேர்ட் பார்ட்டி பேமெண்ட்டில் போகிறாங்க அப்படின்னா அந்த இடத்துல இன்கேஸ் there is a higher waiting time over there, then the user might get frustrated, right? And also if the order gets placed immediately, then the user might feel satisfied and happy. He also gets the tracking information right after placing that order, then he'll be joyful, right? These are the emotions which the user might face. So how is the user interacting with each of the phases அப்படிங்கிறதும் we have to see. And what is the outcome of this user journey map? It's about identifying opportunities and the frustrations. Why do we need to do that? Is because we can improve the UX only by identifying the opportunities and pain points of the users. ஸோ இந்த இடத்துல வந்து யூசர் இஸ் ஃபீலிங் ஃப்ரஸ்ட்ரேட்டட் அப்படின்னா we can improve that. So for that, first we need to identify their frustrations. Why are user journey maps important in UX? Because it's not just about their actions, rather we should also consider what they are feeling, what they are thinking throughout the process, and how they are experiencing the emotions while they are interacting with the product. So this map is going to be narrative, and it will also indicate the phases where the user will interact, how they'll react to each of the apps interaction. And so this is how user journey maps are going to be. And also UX researchers, right? இப்போ ஃபஸ்ட்டு எடுத்த உடனே வந்து யூஎக்ஸ் ரிசர்ச் பண்ணுவாங்க, அதுக்கப்புறமா தான் யூஎக்ஸ் டிசைன் பண்ணுவோம், அண்ட் தென் இட் பாசஸ் டு யூஐ டிசைன். ஸோ ஃபஸ்ட்டு எடுத்த ஸ்டெப்பில் இனிஷியல் ஸ்டேஜஸில் when the UX researchers are trying to identify the steps in the user journey map, they'll be able to figure out whether the users are happy or frustrated. They can just quickly identify that. And thus providing UX professionals with design opportunities to enhance the user's experience with their products. So, as being UX designer, we can also improve the user's experience once we uh, jot down this user journey map. So, with any concept, an example makes it a lot easier. We are just having a journey, an example. So make that could make it easier for you to understand. There is a user named Jane and her headphone buying journey. We'll also look through that. Uh, so first, let's visualize her journey map. So how it would be is like just like a flow chart, or it's going to be a storyboard where she takes each step by step. So idill the first awareness. First she need to realize that her headphones quality is poor and the sound quality is really bad. So what she is feeling, her emotion is frustrated. So she is aiming for a better sound, and the pain point, the frustration which she is experiencing is discomfort and declining in quality. The quality could have been better. And the consideration is she is also researching about noise cancellation kind of headphones in the internet, and she is getting overwhelmed with a lot of choices. She is excited for an upgrade, but she is also viewing a lot of other options available. So what are the touch points here? What is she clicking and seeing? She is clicking the reviews, the brand websites, and the forums where the people are discussing about noise cancelling headphones online. Okay, and she is also viewing different brands, and her decision is to buy a top rated model from the brand's website. So she is considering the reputed brand only. Since she is considering a reputed brand, her confidence is high and she is also anticipated. What is the pain point here? There are hidden charges, like the pricing is not transparent, and there is checkout friction, there is a stop in the checkout process. So even though she had a smooth experience post purchase, so after the purchase of headphone, she loves the sound quality. After unboxing, she is satisfied, and she feels validated for her noise cancellation headphones that she had brought. And also the opportunities that she has got is she got easy setup guides and warranty from the same company. And advocacy here, she leaves a positive review for that headphone and she wants to help others. Why she is leaving a positive review is because she wants to help the other people who are looking for a headphone. But the pain point here is complex review submission. Maybe they need to uh, add the photo for proof, or the video review has to be given. Some kind of complexity involved in the review submission. So user the first they are getting to understand about what they need, and then once she realized that she needs a headphone, she is considering researching about a lot of headphones online. Before that, அது வந்து ரியலைஸ் பண்ணும் போதே அவங்க என்ன ஃபீல் பண்ணுறாங்க, என்ன எமோஷன் ஃபீல் பண்ணுறாங்க, என்ன பெயின் பாயிண்ட்டாக ஃபீல் பண்ணுறாங்க அப்படிங்கிறத we are writing down. And then she is researching about other headphone options available online. During that, what is she feeling அந்த டைமில்? அப்போ வந்து நம்ம நெட்டில் சர்ச் பண்ணாலே நிறைய ஆப்ஷன்ஸ் கிடைக்கும், நிறைய வெப்சைட்ஸ்லேருந்து நிறைய ஆப்ஷன்ஸ் கிடைக்கும். Once we get that, we'll be overwhelmed with a lot of options, but at the same time we'll also be excited for an upgrade. And after that comes நம்ம வந்து எல்லாமே இந்த கம்யூனிட்டி ஃபோரம்லலாம் போய் ரிசர்ச் பண்ணதுக்கப்புறம் ரெடிட்டில் போய் ரிசர்ச் பண்ணுறோம் இந்த ஹெட்ஃபோனை பற்றி. அப்போ எல்லோரும் வந்து த்ரெட் பை த்ரெட்டாக அதில் ரெஸ்பான்ஸ் கொடுத்ததுக்கப்புறம் வி கெட் டு நோ அ ரெப்யூட்டட் பிராண்ட். ஸோ அந்த பிராண்ட்லேயே போய் நம்ம வி ஆர் மேக்கிங் அ பர்ச்சேஸ். ஸோ டியூரிங் தட் டைம் ஹிடன் ஃபீஸ் அவங்க போட்டிருக்காங்க. பட் ஈவன் தோ அது வந்து ஒரு ஸ்மூத்தான எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸில் முடிஞ்சிடுச்சுன்னா தென் ஷீ வில் ஹாவ் அ கான்ஃபிடென்ஸ் தட் ஷீ ஹேஸ் பாட் அ good headphone அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு satisfaction she'll get in this situation itself. And after the purchase, during the unboxing and after unboxing, she is wearing that headphone. During that time she'll have better sound quality, so it is validating her poor sound quality. Okay, so she is also satisfied with the easy setup guides. So அப்படியே ஒரு யூசரை இமேஜின் பண்ணி we can do this user journey mapping process. So in the awareness stage, action, what is the action she is taking? She realizes that her current headphones is not meeting her quality expectations. So what is happening? Her emotion is down. She is feeling frustrated with old headphones, and she is also trying to have a better quality. That is her emotion. Touch point enna? Using her old headphones. She has no other go. In the awareness ஸ்டேஜில் இப்போ தான் ரியலைஸே பண்ணுறா. அதனால் அவள் வந்து ஓல்டு ஹெட்ஃபோனை தான் யூஸ் பண்ணி ஆகணும். அண்ட் வாட் இஸ் ஹர் பெயின் பாயிண்ட், வாட் இஸ் ஹர் டிஃபிகல்ட் சுச்சுவேஷன் இஸ் தட் ஷீ இஸ் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்சிங் டிஸ்கம்ஃபர்ட் பிகாஸ் ஷீ டசன்ட் லைக் தட். ஓகே, திஸ் இஸ் த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஸ்டேஜ், அவேர்னஸ் ஸ்டேஜ். ஸோ இந்த எக்ஸாம்பிளுக்கு மட்டும் இல்லை, எல்லா யூசர் ஜர்னி மேப்லேயுமே வந்து இந்த ஸ்டேஜஸ் கண்டிப்பாக இதே ஸ்டேஜஸ் தான் யூஸ் பண்ணுற மாதிரி வரும் மோஸ்ட்டாக. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வந்து we need to be aware of what is the problem, and then we need to consider other choices. By having other choices we can make a decision, and then we will proceed with the advocacy stage where we'll be using the product that we have aimed for. In the consideration stage, she is starting to research about other top rated noise cancellation headphones. So during this stage she is overwhelmed with a lot of choices, but at the same time she is excited about her actual upgrade. So she is going to upgrade her old headphone. அந்த குவாலிட்டி இல்லாத ஹெட்ஃபோனை விட்டு நம்ம வேறு ஏதாவது புதுசாக போகிறோம் அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு எக்ஸைட்மெண்ட் ஷீ இஸ் ஹேவிங். தட் இஸ் ஹர் எமோஷன் அண்ட் ஹர் டச் பாயிண்ட்ஸ். ஸோ நெட்டில் வந்து என்னென்னலாம் தேடுறாங்க, வாட் ஷீ இஸ் ஏபிள் டு கிளிக் அண்ட் சி அப்படின்னு பார்த்தா ஷீ இஸ் ரீடிங் த ரிவ்யூஸ் ஆன்லைன் அபவுட் த பர்டிகுலர் டாப் ரேட்டட் நாய்ஸ் கேன்சலேஷன் ஹெட்ஃபோன்ஸ். எதிலெல்லாம் ரேட்டிங்ஸ் அதிகமாக இருக்கோ அதெல்லாம் ஷீ இஸ் ரீடிங் த ரிவ்யூஸ். She is going through the brand websites. So on the landing page எல்லாம் பார்ப்பாங்க. And then she is also reading in the forums like community pages. And then the opportunities that can be given for her is clear product information, comparison features, and easily accessible customer reviews. So since she is a customer who did not like her headphone, டியூரிங் த கன்சிடரேஷன் ஸ்டேஜ் அவங்களை எப்படி வாங்க வைக்கலாம், ஒரு லீடாக எப்படி ஜென்ரேட் பண்ண முடியும் அப்படின்னு பார்த்தா அவங்களுக்கு வந்து கண்டிப்பாக கஸ்டமர் ரிவ்யூஸ் இருக்கணும். வை? பிகாஸ் ஷீ நீட்ஸ் ப்ரூஃப் அண்ட் ஷீல் ஆல்சோ கம்பேர் ஒன் ஹெட்ஃபோன் வித் அதர் ஹெட்ஃபோன், எது பெட்டர்னு பார்ப்பாங்கல்ல. அண்ட் ஷீ ஆல்சோ நீட்ஸ் கிளியர் ப்ராடக்ட் இன்ஃபர்மேஷன். ஸோ நம்ம வந்து இப்போ ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் டீட்டெயில் பேஜ் பண்ணுறோம் ஹெட்ஃபோனுக்கு அப்படின்னா தீஸ் ஆர் த நெசசரி திங்ஸ் that will attract a user like Jane. Got it? Now after that she selects a model with excellent reviews and makes a purchase on the brand's official website. So எல்லா ரிவ்யூஸுமே பார்த்ததுக்கப்புறமா she is deciding to move on with that product in the official website itself. So அந்த வெப்சைட் எந்த அளவுக்கு இருக்கணும், it should have crisp and positive like what are the features involved in that product அப்படிங்கிறத வந்து UX காப்பி கரெக்டாக இருக்கணும். அண்ட் comparison features vachum she'll make a decision to purchase. ஸோ the user ரிவ்யூஸில் என்னென்னலாம் இன்க்ளூட் ஆகிருக்கணும், வீடியோ ரிவ்யூஸ் இருக்கணும், ஃபோட்டோஸ் ரிவ்யூ அண்ட் வெரிஃபைட் ரிவ்யூஸாக இருக்கணும். இட் ஷுட் நாட் பி ஃபேக்டு ஆர் இட் ஷுட் நாட் பி பெய்ட் ரிவ்யூஸ். ஸோ there should be user validation in that. So she is making her purchase in this stage and she is also confident with her choice. The touch point here is that she is in the brand's product page and she is clicking the checkout process. So the checkout process which she has seen is a bit complicated and there are hidden fees. Even though there is hidden fees, still she had a smoother experience. So her experience is like neutral. It's not very bad or it's not very good. It's just neutral. And after that she is receiving her new headphone and she is happy with her sound quality that she has got in this. So what is her emotion? She is feeling satisfied and she is feeling validated for her choice of purchasing this noise cancellation headphone online after researching the reviews. So touch points here is she is unboxing the product and she is using it for the first time, and there is also warranty registration. And the opportunities here is she is getting easy setup guides. So அவங்க வந்து she is feeling happy that she got an easy setup guide and there is a registration perks for her as well. Just a minute. Okay. And after that she's sharing her positive experience in the online review itself, because she has made a decision only after reading the reviews. So she is giving a honest review in the website, and why she is giving, because she wants to help others to make an informed decision. And the pain point over here is the review submission process is bit complicated. Like she has to submit the proof that she has brought, because it needs to be a verified review, right? So this is how Jane's journey map would be like if we do the visualization. So here in the breakpoints, like the elements in the user journey map is the stages, the awareness stage, the in the awareness stage she'll be realizing, and then she'll consider the option, then she'll move to the decision stage whether to purchase or not, and then after purchase what happens. That is how the elements are broken down in the user journey mapping. And we can also add some icons or the user codes in the user journey mapping itself. It's not necessary that we need to have the same kind of emojis. It can also be different. The layout can be different, the template can be different. There is no issue with that. We'll also understand why is it important to have user journey map. So user journey map is going to be significant because we need to improve the experience of the users. For example, just imagine UX is going to be the road between what our business provides and what the user is looking for. ஸோ பிஸ்னஸ்க்கு என்ன நம்ம பிஸ்னஸில் கொடுக்குறோங்கிறதும் யூசர் என்ன வேணும்னு நினைக்கிறாங்களோ அது ரெண்டுத்துக்கும் இருக்க ஒரு கேப். we need to build that gap between the both, right? So, if it's a well marked road for the directions, then it will be easy for the people to navigate it effortlessly without asking other people the directions. So, it's just going to be easy for them. Look at this image where there are a lot of direction over here. So this is just confusing the users, and it is going to frustrate everyone, and it is going to slow their progress. So user journey map, it is going to inspect the road for confusing signs or misleading directions. ஸோ நம்ம வந்து யூசர் இப்படி தான் போக போகிறாங்கன்னு ஒரு டைரக்ஷன் செட் பண்ணுறோம். இட்ஸ் நாட் கோயிங் டு கோ எனிவேர் ரேண்டம்லி. ஓகே, ஸோ அவங்களோட என்டையர் ஆப் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் வந்து இன்னும் ஈஸி ஆக்கிறதுக்காக வி ஆர் டூயிங் த யூஎக்ஸ் journey mapping. In this user journey mapping, we will be identifying and rectifying like the issues which the users are facing, their experience. So என்ன மாதிரி experience they are facing in the app அப்படிங்கிறது we'll just list down. இது வந்து it is not only going to make the customers happy, but it is also likely for the customers to stick to the product. ஸோ அவங்க வந்து இந்த ப்ராடக்ட் யூஸ் பண்ணுறதுக்கு they like to use it. And ஸோ அவங்களோட ஜேர்னியை நம்ம அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணால் தான் we can able to design a better product for them that they might use it every day. Got it? So why user journey mapping is advantageous for our team? So let's consider that we 6 or 7 like the participants from different departments are involved. So in order to let everyone understand and gain a understandable perspective from each one of us, user journey is important. For example, we are in UX design team and we want to convey about this product to the development team and user interface team. Then what we'll have to do, we first need to understand the user's journey, what the user is going through in each and every phase, and what the user is likely to experience, whether his emotion is down, neutral, or is he happy. Only once we visualize and get an idea of the user's journey, we'll be able to explain it to the client or anyone else in the other team. So there might be contradictory view in how one person thinks and how other person thinks. So design is always about each one of us will have each justification to give. ஸோ எல்லாருமே வந்து ஒரே மாதிரி யோசிக்க மாட்டாங்க. டிசைனில் வந்து ஒருத்தவங்களுக்கு ஒன்று கரெக்டாக இருக்கும், இன்னொருத்தவங்களுக்கு இன்னொன்று கரெக்டாக இருக்கும். ஸோ எல்லாருமே வந்து அலைன்டாக இந்த we have to keep the people in the same page. So what we need to do is we need to use the real data and then jot down the user journey map. Once we do that, we can get an idea of how the user's journey is going to be, and then we can also explain it to the other people. இப்போ வந்து நம்ம யூசர்ஸ் கிட்ட பேசுகிறோம், இல்லை சர்வேஸில் பார்க்குறோம். சர்வேஸில் லைக் quantitative survey, we are looking at the data what we got from the users, or we are trying to test the product that they are using, or if we want to create a map and find out what the problems are which the users are facing. அப்படிங்கும்போது it's better that we use the real data over there. The map could also, this user journey map could also show the real data from the processes that we have been discussing in the recent days. Okay, So by focusing on the real data, we can also avoid the guesswork like assumptions. We can avoid the assumption part, and we can thoroughly understand about the user's experience throughout the product. That can actually make the product even better. And this is also going to provide preciseness, like எக்ஸாக்டாக யூசருக்கு என்ன வேணும் அப்படிங்கிறது நம்ம தெரிஞ்சுக்க முடியும். அட் த சேம் டைம் நம்ம டீம் கூட டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணும் போதும் we'll be able to easily help them find out what the user is looking for அப்படிங்கிறத we can also convey to the other team member. ஸோ யூசரோட இன்ட்ராக்ஷனில் இந்த மாதிரி தான் த யூசர் இஸ் கோயிங் டு இன்ட்ராக்ட், இதை தான் டச் பாயிண்ட்ஸாக இருக்க போகுது அப்படிங்கிறது we can work together in the team. And it also brings the team members like marketing team, அப்புறம் அதர் டீம்ஸ்லாம் இருக்காங்கல்ல, கஸ்டமர் சர்வீஸ், சேல்ஸ். ஸோ இது எல்லா டீம்ஸ்லேயுமே வந்து அவங்கக்கிட்டேயும் நம்ம வில் பி ஏபிள் டு டிஸ்கஸ் இட் பெட்டர். எல்லாரோட சைட்லேயே இருந்தால் நம்ம யூசர் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் எப்படி இருக்குது அப்படிங்கிறத we can see. ஓகே, so how frequently should we use user journey mapping? It should not be viewed as one time event, but it should be considered as we need to update it more frequently, because regularly revisiting the journey maps that we did for our project will actually focus on the market shifts or the product updates. ஸோ நம்ம வந்து ஆப்பில் வேறு ஏதாவது ஃபீச்சர் எடுத்துகிட்டு வரோம் அப்படின்னா we should update the user journey map as well. So this could help us in remaining relevant to the product that we have designed. And we could also iterate on the user journey map, and we can also adapt to the changing user needs and their preferences. So users கிட்ட போய் நம்ம டெஸ்ட் பண்ணுவோம்ல, அந்த டிசைன் ப்ராசஸில் பார்த்தோம், we need to test our app with the users அப்படின்னு. So once we test with the apps, the users are expecting a different feature in the same app அப்படின்னா அந்த ஃபீச்சரை வந்து ஃபஸ்ட்டு நம்ம யூசர் ஜர்னி மேப்பில் அப்டேட் பண்ணணும். once we update, we'll get an idea of how this journey is going to be, and then we'll work on the wireframes and the high fidelity mockups in UI. Okay, so this is going to be a continuous improvement within our company. So how can we build a user journey map? So in order to build the user journey map, we need to think upon let's see the what makes it easy to build a user journey map. So it's going to involve the different components in building the user journey map. ஸோ நம்ம ஃபஸ்ட்டு டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ண மாதிரியே தான் அந்த ஸ்டேஜஸ்லேருந்து we have to build, and then what the user is going to do: awareness, consideration, decision and advocacy, right? These are the elements that is required in order to build the user journey map. And then what the user is expecting, like he is experiencing frustration, or what other kind of emotion is he experiencing, is he satisfied, and what are the touch points he is having. Okay, the same thing what we have discussed in the previous slide. First in the stages what are the steps which the user might go through on the stages ellame, and then what are the users emotions in each stage. ஸோ அவேர்னஸ் ஸ்டேஜில் மோஸ்ட்டாக வந்து கொஞ்சம் டிஸாட்டிஸ்ஃபைடாக இருப்பாங்க, பிகாஸ் அவங்க எக்ஸ்பெக்ட் பண்ண மாதிரி அந்த ப்ரீவியஸ் ப்ராடக்ட் இருந்திருக்காது. அதனால் அவங்க வந்து ஃப்ரஸ்ட்ரேட்டடாக இருப்பாங்க. அண்ட் தென் ரியலைசேஷன் ஸ்டேஜ் முடிஞ்சதுக்கப்புறமா ஹீ இஸ் மேக்கிங் ரிசர்ச் அபவுட் த நியூ ப்ராடக்ட். ஸோ ஹீல் ஹாவ் அ நியூட்ரல் ஃபீலிங். ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஸ்டேஜஸ்லேயும் என்ன கைண்ட் ஆஃப் ஃபீலிங் இருக்குது அப்படிங்கிறதும் we have to list down. And then what are the challenges or frustration in each of the stage அப்படிங்கிறதும் we have to make a note of. லைக் ஒரு ஸ்டேஜஸ்லேயும் கண்டிப்பாக ஏதாவது ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம் இருக்கும் யூஸருக்கு. ஸோ அந்த ப்ராப்ளமை we'll have to list down. And if the user is thinking about something in each of the stage, அதுவும் நம்ம visualize பண்ணி we can also add that. But in the example of Jane which we have talked about, அதில் வந்து they have not added the thoughts or the user's mindset in each of the stage. But it's up to you whether you want to add or not. And then what the action which the user is making or what is the decision which the user is trying to make அப்படிங்கிறதும் we'll have to list down in each of the stages. So this is one example, other example of user journey map. First வந்து persona இருக்கும். Like persona we have already discussed in the UX research, like in the previous classes. So this can be either an individual group or a group of people depending on the circumstance. So and the scenario based பண்ணி அந்த personaவை we'll add, and then we'll set the scenario. Like in the scenario it could include the expectations and the goals of the user and what he's trying to do and what are the major motto of the persona. ஸோ இந்த செக்ஷனில் வந்து என்ன கஸ்டமர் எக்ஸ்பெக்ட் பண்ணுறாங்க அப்படிங்கிறதையும் we'll have to write down அந்த பர்சோனாலேயே. ஸோ இதுதான் பர்சோனா. ஸோ இந்த யூசர் வந்து என்ன எக்ஸ்பெக்டேஷன்ஸ் வச்சுருக்காங்க இந்த ஆப்பில் அப்படிங்கிறத we'll have to write down. ஸோ யூசரோட கோல்ஸ் அண்ட் எக்ஸ்பெக்டேஷன்ஸ் வந்து ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டண்ட். வை? பிகாஸ் அதுக்காக தான் நம்ம வந்து டிசைன் பண்ணுறோம்ல ஆப்பை. ஸோ ஒன்ஸ் we get to understand their goals, it will be easy for us when it comes to the design phases. So what are the phases which the user might go through? First வந்து இந்த component, இந்த timeline component we'll have to break down into total journey into different phases of the journey. ஸோ ஃபுல் எல்லாமே வந்து ஒரு ஃபேஸ்லேயும் என்னென்ன the user is going through அப்படிங்கிறத we'll have to write down. ஸோ யூசர் என்ன நினைக்கிறாங்கங்கிறதையும் they have written down over here. ஃபஸ்ட்டு வந்து registration, they are getting marathonக்கு வந்து they are trying to register online, they are making the payment online, and after they register பண்ணுற டைம்லேயே what they are thinking in their mind is where do I want to run, எந்த லொக்கேஷன்னா அதில் மென்ஷன் பண்ணலை, அதனால் அதை he's thinking where he needs to run. Is it going to be a trail, road, local, or it's going to be something like travel அப்படிங்கிறது that is in his mind while he is trying to register. ஓகே, ஸோ அப்போ நமக்கு தெரிஞ்சிடும் ரெஜிஸ்ட்ரேஷன் ஸ்க்ரீனில் என்ன யூசர் வில் பி எக்ஸ்பெக்டிங் டு சி அப்படின்னு. அந்த லொக்கேஷன் மென்ஷன் பண்ணணும், எந்த இடத்துல மேரத்தான் இருக்க போதும் அப்படிங்கிறத இருக்கணும். அப்போ தான் வந்து நம்ம மேரத்தானுக்கு வந்து லேண்டிங் பேஜ் பண்ணுறோன்னா அதில் அந்த டீட்டெயில்ஸ்லாம் இன்க்ளூட் பண்ணோம், நமக்கு ஐடியா கிடைக்கும். அதுக்காக we have to work on this user journey map. Each and every phase என்ன யூசர் எக்ஸ்பெக்ட் பண்ணுறாங்கன்னு அவங்க மைண்டில் என்ன இருக்குங்கிறதும் we have to list down. ஸோ இந்த இடத்துலையே வந்து நீங்கள் ஸ்க்ரீனில் என்ன வரப்போகுது அப்படிங்கிறது யோசிக்க தேவையில்லை. ஐம் ஜஸ்ட் கிவிங் ஏன் இது வந்து இதோட பர்பஸ் என்ன, நம்ம ஏன் இதை வந்து கிளியராக பண்ணணும் அப்படிங்கிறதுக்காக தான் ஐம் சேயிங். ஓகே, இந்த ட்ரைனிங் phase, search the web for marathon and specific race training plans. Reading articles and books, researching shoes, purchasing shoes. How can I increase my distance without injury? Are my shoes okay? What about my knees? So in the training, these are the things going in his head. and he is also planning for logistics for that day, and he's trying to get hydrated for the marathon. And on the race day he wakes up early, drives over while eating, and he is taking the bus. These are the actions and these are his thoughts. So how can I increase my distance without injury? Are my shoes okay? So he is concerned about his shoes. So maybe placing a shoes, like maybe purchasing, giving him an option to purchase shoes over uh, after the registration or in the training page could be helpful for him. And during the marathon he starts carefully, is going, and he decides if going to stop or continue. Partner continues after walking. So how many more miles do I have? How much more uphill is there? Post the race, disappointed I didn't make it full length. Pushed it too hard at end, got sick. Feeling accomplished. So he's having a neutral feeling. Thoughts and emotions. So uh, the thoughts and emotions, here what the customer or the user is feeling as they need to move through each and every phase of their journey. And uh, so is the user feeling excited? Is he in pain? Or is he satisfied? Is what the user's emotion could be. Sometimes the users may make a decision that is logical, but sometimes that may get influenced by his emotion. And actions means what the user is trying to achieve during that phase, like is he trying to achieve his goal, or do we need to replace this with touch point. Touch points, as I mentioned earlier, touch points are going to be where the customer or the user is going to interact with our app or the website. So where the user is trying to make a action over there, that is known as the touch point. And opportunities are where we can improve the user's experience. So in that we got a chance for making the user's experience even better. அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கிறத நம்ம ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸ்னு ஒரு ஏரியா தனியாக செப்பரேட் பண்ணி we'll have to write down. ஸோ அந்த ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸ்லாம் தான் நம்ம நம்மளோட ஆப்பை பெட்டராக காமிச்சிக்க முடியும் அந்த ஏரியாஸில் தான். ஓகே, அந்த மாதிரி ஃபேஸஸில் மட்டும்தான் we can show our app, we can improve the experience of our app. What's the value of creating a user journey map? User journey map, this is going to be an exercise that will help us to keep user centric, and it can also increase our velocity. So when we are designing a product, or if it's going to if we are going to dedicate some time for creating a user journey map, then it's necessary for us to we need to understand more about what the user is feeling from their standpoint, what the team is like what our team is assuming about the users. And we also need to understand what are the needs that are not met by us, and what are the rare use cases. And we should also dig deeper into the difficult kind of journeys across the competitors. ஸோ நம்மக்கிட்ட ஏதாவது பிளாக்கர்ஸ் இருக்கா அப்படிங்கிறதும் we have to see, so that ஏதாவது ப்ராப்ளம் இருக்குது, நம்ம ஆப்பில் ஆல்ரெடி ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம் இருக்குது அப்படின்னா, then we can't deliver early experience or better experience for the users, right? So it should also be realistic, and it should be focused on the customers. So it should be user centric. So they are going to be the target audience of our app, right? So அவங்களுக்காக தான் நம்ம டிசைன் பண்ணுறோம். அதனால் it should be necessary that it's helpful for them. So let's see the visual examples of simple and complex user journey map. This is in the simple map, it's just going to focus on the main stages with the user emotions. என்னென்ன ஸ்டேஜஸ் அவேர்னஸ் இருக்கும், அப்புறம் கன்சிடரேஷன் இருக்கும், அண்ட் தென் டெசிஷன் அண்ட் அட்வொகேசி. தீஸ் ஆர் த மெயின் ஸ்டேஜஸ். அலாங் வித் தட் ஈச் ஸ்டேஜில் என்ன மாதிரி எமோஷன் இருக்கும் அப்படிங்கிறது. ஓகே, திஸ் இஸ் கோயிங் டு பி சிம்பிள் மேப். இதில் யூஸ் கேஸ் என்னென்னா early stage ideation or quick research synthesis. We can app வந்து ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ண உடனே earlier we can just brainstorm and we can quickly get the research data from this. ஸோ இதில் வந்து பேசிக்காக ஒரு யூசர் பர்சனாக இருக்கும். யூசர் பர்சனாக in the sense it's going to include the user's image, name and the few of the details like the scenario of the user. So there would be the 3 to 5 main steps involved, and also the touch points where the user is what the user is trying to do, like an action, and some simple thoughts, feelings. It would be something like this. Enna step, what is the action which the user is trying to do, what is going in his mind, his thoughts and his feelings. Okay, example, he's trying to book a ride in ride sharing app like Ola or Uber. So அதில் வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வந்து he is opening the app, சர்ச் பண்ணுறதுக்காக கிடைக்குமா அப்படின்னு. ஸோ எனக்கு கேப் கிடைக்குமா அப்படிங்கிறது தான் his thought, and he is feeling neutral about it. He selects a cab, என்ன ஆட்டோவா இல்லை பைக்கா or cab அப்படிங்கிறது he's selecting, and he finds the price, he's feeling that's expensive, so his feeling is concerned. Then he clicks ride கொடுத்தோடனே என்ன டைம், what would be the estimated time in which I can reach the destination. ஸோ இது தாட்ஸ் எல்லாமே நம்ம வந்து கரெக்டாக மைண்டில் வச்சுக்கிட்டா தான் நம்ம டிசைன் பண்ணும்போது ஹெல்ப்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கும். ஓகேவா? ஸோ he is anxious about it. ஸோ இந்த டைம், அந்த எஸ்டிமேட்டட் டைம் வந்து நம்ம கொடுக்கலன்னா the user might not get an idea of when he can reach the destination, hence it will lead to poor user experience. இப்போ காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ் மேப் பார்த்தா it is going to be elaborated and detailed, including the thoughts, pain points and multiple touch points. ஸோ இதில் வந்து இன்டெப்த்தாக யூஎக்ஸ் ரிசர்ச் பண்ணதுக்கப்புறமா நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ணுற மாதிரி இருக்கும். வாட் ஆர் த சிச்சுவேஷன்ஸ் இன் விச் வி கேன் யூஸ் த காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ் மேப் இஸ் when we are using the service design, or we want to do it in enterprise level like for business to business. During this situation we can use the complex map, and it would also include multiple personas. ஸோ நம்ம வந்து அதில் ஒரே ஒரு பர்சனாக யூஸ் பண்ணது பார்த்தோம்ல, இதில் வந்து மல்டிபிள் பர்சனாஸ் will be included, and along with that there will be the emotions and different channels like webல எப்படி இருக்கும், மொபைலில் எப்படி இருக்கும், what are the touch points over there in each and every channel அப்படிங்கிறதும் we have to list down. And then what are the pain points which the user is facing, what are the opportunities that we are getting to improve the app, and there could be backstage process like what is happening behind the scenes. ஸோ இதெல்லாம் தான் வந்து காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ் மேப்பில் it is getting included. So let's try to do the user journey map. I'm taking the same file what we have taken yesterday. Okay, so you guys can also interact, give me some data points, whatever you think can be added to this user journey mapping so that we can learn together. Okay. So just mute him. So in this we'll have the phases, like the stages involved in the rows, and here we'll have the name of the persona, and for the faces first, before we begin with this is going just to be a template which I'm just designing. So for doing this, first let's consider the scenario. For this, the scenario could be persona is Riya, and the scenario only once we get the scenario we'll be able to make the user journey map. Okay, so for this, just consider an natural scenario, like Ria, she likes to go to movies. Okay, uh, what she is trying to do is she's excited to go out for movies in the night, and she's also she's a kind of girl who likes to hang out a lot but during the night times, and she'll meet her friend in the theater during the night time. That is the scenario. Okay, this is the scenario. And what are her expectations? Let's write down her expectations as well so that it will be easy to meet the user needs. she wants a great movie, and she wants to enjoy the. So the faces over here. First comes deciding phase. Because that comes first because she's not having any other option. She has to decide in order to start the process, right? So she is deciding what movie to go. So for that, she's looking for movies or asking her friends. Okay, something like that. And she's first looking for movies in her phone, or she's asking her friends for the movies, and she's deciding which movie to see and which theater to go. Once she does that, she buys ticket online from her phone. Okay. Now after decision, she is booking. Okay, in the first phase itself, after deciding, she is booking. Then she needs to travel. Drives to movie theater. She is standing. So during this stage, what happens? She's looking for movies on her phone, and she's trying to decide which movie to go and for which theater to go, and she's buying a ticket online. Um, So, what she might feel in this stage is that she tries to find a movie near her home because she is going in the night time. So, we could even draw first let us say what she is feeling. I won. Then she's traveling. So during travel, if you see this girl is from Chennai or Bangalore, you know how the traffic could be bad even during the night times. So maybe she could say, travel is always so bad. Uh, I mean, traffic. And before she finds a friend, she could also think, where is my friend? And what she is experiencing after that. She is watching movie. Any other thoughts? Any other comments from you guys? What she could experience during this phase? There is no right or wrong answer, you can say.
No comments, sir.
So after she experiences the movie, what happens is that she'll return. There is something wrong with my laptop. She'll return after experiencing the movie. I mean, after she watches the movie, she returns home. She will exit the theater and then she'll think, like, where is her car or her scooty, and then she drives home. It's so late now and she wants to wake up early. That could be her thought while returning. So let's do the hands-on activity. You guys can work on a scenario based on the problem statement that you have taken. Based on that, first frame the scenario and then start with the the user journey mapping, the phases involved, what are the actions or the touch points which the user is taking. I'll also share you the templates you want to. This is a Figma template that you can use for doing the user journey mapping. Is it working for you? Community file. I think I have shared the wrong link. One is from Figma. For this, what you can do, like a journey, is that user will feel the emotions, right? For that, you can just do the emotion in this way also. Or the user might be facing the highs and lows of the users. You can add the numbers for each, indicating how the user is feeling. It will be something like this if you see. The highs and lows in each phases. You can work on the assignment and come for tomorrow's class.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
நாங்க பண்ற போர்ட்ஃபோலியோக்கே பண்ணலாமா இல்லை நீங்க கொடுத்த டாஸ்க் வாங்கணுமா?
Huh?
இப்போ நாங்க ஒரு ஓன் ப்ராடக்ட் பில்ட் பண்றோம்ல மேம், அதுக்கு பண்ணணுமா இல்லை நீங்க கொடுத்த இப்போ டாஸ்க் தான் பண்ணணுமா?
Own ப்ராடக்ட்டுக்கு you will have to work on the process as well, right? ஸோ அதுக்கு ஏற்ற மாதிரி நீங்கள் சினாரியோ மேக் பண்ணி அந்த ஜேர்னி மேப் பண்ணுங்கள்.
ஓகே மேம்.
நீங்கள் ஆல்ரெடி ப்ராப்ளம் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் வச்சுருக்கீங்கன்னா என்ன ப்ராசஸ் எல்லாம் நான் எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணுறேனோ அது எல்லாத்துக்குமே நீங்கள் வந்து நீங்களே உங்களோட ப்ராப்ளம் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட்க்கு ஏற்ற மாதிரி அந்த யூசர் ஜோனி மேப்பிங், பர்சோனா, காம்படிட்டர் அனாலிசிஸ் எல்லாமே அதுக்கேற்ற மாதிரி பண்ணுங்கள்.
ஓகேங்க.
அண்ட் எப்போ ரிவ்யூ வேணுமோ அப்போ நீங்கள் கேளுங்க. அட் த எண்ட் ஆஃப் த செஷன் இப்போ கூட உங்களுக்கு ஏதாவது டவுட் இருக்குது, இல்லை ரிவ்யூ வேணும் நீங்கள் பண்ணியிருக்கிறதுக்கு அப்படின்னா யூ கேன் ஆஸ்க் மீ ஈவன் நவ்.
ஓகேங்க. கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணிட்டு சொல்கிறேன்.
ஓகே. Thank you everyone.
Thank you.